Virgo Triad here. It is March 22nd, 2019, and happy Friday to everyone. Today we are going to be taking a look at yet again another crazy comment, but today is a special one because today is the very first Dumbass Award that we're going to be giving out on the Crazy Comments. And that Dumbass Award goes to Kayla Smith today. Kayla Smith left a comment 2 days ago on my Winston Shrout video. That video seems to have brought out a lot of very unhappy patriots. I believe that it is because there is some connection that has been made with the April to June group and the IUV group and a lot of these so-called patriot movements that somehow try to connect the president with people like Heather Ann Tucci-Giraffe and people like Winston Shrout. The fact that Winston Shrout is a fugitive from justice and it's been proven that indeed he does have a sentence to serve with the courts, that his case was not dismissed. This is something that's got a lot of people in a big uproar, and the Virgo Triad channel seems to be taking a pretty big hit because of that uproar, but that's okay. I like the fact that we are now really starting to gear up and talk about this bullshit, because in reality, you guys that are out here making comments like this are needing to check in with the reality people. All right, because you're not living in reality right now. You need to buy one or find your way through a book that's going to self-help you back into reality, because right now, you guys are out there. Now, Kyla Smith says, explain to me and everyone else why Trump tweeted that everyone would have access to their TDA and accounts and that it would be announced through government channels. I have the tweet. Explain that to your viewers. Is Trump lying about it too? Is he lying about the fact that people are indeed sovereign? My response to her, although I had a few choice words to begin with, I decided to take the high road and said, do you mean the tweet that is from 2017? That was proven to be falsified? If not, prove it and forward it to Virgo Triad at protonmail.com, and I will verify it through the White House and then announce it on every news network I can find. After all, I would like a few million too, and I have been filling out financial statements for years, so please prove it. I will wait. Now, before I go any further with this comment, let's visit what Kayla is talking about here. Originally, she's talking about a tweet that I believed, as I stated here, to be the 2017 tweet that was proven to be false. Let's take a look at that tweet. As you can see here, this was done July 23rd, 2017 at 11:39 a.m. And this tweet is one that was proven to be false. As you can see, this is not even the correct font for Twitter. It's way too large. And you can see that somebody has just simply taken a real tweet, deleted the actual text off of it, and then retyped this text with a Photoshop program. However, because of the fact that this is something that happens on a regular basis, there are people who have fact-checked tweets left and right and eventually decided that they were going to build a database. I'm going to take you over to that database in just a second, but just so that we can take a look at some of the reasons why it's always very important to fact check before you stick your neck out there and make some asinine comment like Kayla has, excuse me. Here's another tweet. And this tweet was a little bit more believable until you got to the fact that you realize that down here where there's normally a date and time stamp, that's missing. But at least everything's actually clear. You don't have the Donald J. Trump background being all foggy and everything, and then your text being totally clear. This is closer to the proper size of the Twitter font, although it's the incorrect font in itself. It's just unbelievable that anybody, if you take a look, actually would believe that that's even a real tweet. And by the way, guys, what in the hell is the official government channel we would be watching for? Craziness. Anyhow, let me take you over here. For anybody who's ever in question, you can take a look at FactBase And FactBase actually has a Donald Trump Twitter searchable database. Now, this database is for @RealDonaldTrump. It's the verified account of Donald Trump. And I'm telling you right now that if you really want to take a look at some of Donald Trump's tweets and what subjects that you can find on these tweets, there are 37,757 so far, and probably will be several more than that before the end of the day. You can start from the very beginning of when the account was originally open. You can see that May 4th of 2009 is the beginning here. And we will give you some information in addition about the fact that you can also search for retweets, and you can search for people who have tweeted back in some instances if they've been responded to by him. So let's just take a look at one of his favorite subjects, Rosie O'Donnell. And I'll show you how this works. So if you search for Rosie, you'll see that everything that has to do with Rosie comes up. I feel sorry for Rosie, new partner in love whose parents are devastated at the thought of their daughter being with @Rosie, okay? Rosie, 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 all over the place. As a matter of fact, there are a total of 70 that have to do with Rosie. Okay, so you can see that you can search just about anything and come up with the tweet. Let's search for TDA. Uh-oh, what's happening? Oh no, 0 tweets. That can't be right. What did that tweet say exactly? Let's look at it again. Unfettered access, Treasury direct accounts, official government channels. Okay, let's look for unfettered access. That's the very first thing. Let's look for that and see what happens. We're back here again at the beginning, May 4th, 2009. Let's look for unfettered access. Uh-oh. It's not working, you guys. There must be something wrong. There must be a conspiracy at Twitter. They're removing all of the TDA account tweets. Well, unfortunately, you can't blame that one on us either. You can't blame it on Twitter, and you can't blame it on us that we didn't search for it properly. Because the truth is, what was left on here was a date and time stamp. If you go through and you search every single tweet from July 23rd, 2017, between 11 a.m. and 12, you will find that there was actually a tweet that was done. And that tweet had something to do with North Korea. It had absolutely nothing to do with any kind of unfettered access to your TDA Treasury Direct accounts. And it certainly didn't say anything to suggest that there was some official secret government channels out there. It's simply a normal tweet that would be sent out by Donald J. Trump. So, now that we have straightened that out, let's move forward to the next comment regarding this tweet. Kayla Smith either didn't read my comment with regards to that tweet being proven falsified, or she simply was willing to just dismiss it. She said, Virgo Triad, it's straight from his account. That is verified with a blue check mark next to his name and a profile picture on the right-hand side of his name. And then below his name it states, @RealDonaldTrump with an exclamation point. Oh, never mind. He only has one verified real account. And the way you know it's him is by that blue check mark and the @RealDonaldTrump below his name. I follow him daily, and I recall when his tweet came out, in addition to what I've explained, I have family who are judges and federal agents and of the like who have been working with Trump and his team behind the scenes, and they have verified that the TDA accounts are real and legit. 2 of my cousins gained access to theirs, and then 2 weeks later, the amount they received got reversed, which in simple terms means, like this guy's in simple terms, means that the bankers stole the money. But at the end of the day, it also means that it proves the accounts do exist, because if they didn't exist, they would have never received the money to begin with. I also know of several people who paid their bills like student loans and some other bills, and 3 months later it reversed. So, two things: the fact that the transactions were approved and the people received money and they were able to pay bills even though the transactions reversed, simply means that the bankers stole the money, which is fraud, which also proves that the accounts do exist. Also, if you recall last year a story going around the media and they put their spin on it and tried to make it look like Trump is a racist, which in fact he is not, but the truth on that is that Trump changed his status and became a nationalist, which is not the same. Simply means he's a sovereign. And he also got access to his TDA account as well. I mean, I get emails all the time about the TDA accounts. I already know it was a real post straight from his account. I am looking at his post as I speak. For some reason, Twitter or Trump took it down, but that has happened before on his account as well as accounts of others. Kayla. Sad. This is extremely sad. As everybody knows by now, the transactions that got reversed on the so-called cousins that she's talking about were reversed because they're fraudulent transactions. But regardless, I mean, Kayla has seriously drank the Kool-Aid, and I just don't think that there's really any antidote. But I continued to try. My next comment was, then you should have no problem emailing me a screenshot or linking me to the original tweet if you know it's real. See, you are making a fool of yourself because I know for a fact, not just an opinion, that these accounts do not exist. So keep going if you want. Well, I was hoping that she would realize at that point there is no way that she's going to find this crazy tweet that she's talking about. And I assumed that she read my first response, which was the tweet that was from 2017 was proven to be false. Kayla shot back with, I want to clarify that when I say I have the post, it's a screenshot of the post itself, but neither here nor there. I distinctly recall seeing it with my own 2 eyes, and I, at one time, had a screenshot of it from my phone. But I am on a new phone, and I am not, and not all of my photos transferred to the new phone. But I also wanted to add that as far as people getting the access, it's all tied to the financial reset and the global prosperity packages. Okay, so that will occur shortly after the RV is rolled out in full force, which it already has started to roll out in phases. If everyone can just be patient and get behind Trump and support him in making the changes necessary, then it would make his job a whole lot easier. I am extremely swamped with helping several people prepare their project outline, and at the moment just don't have time to send the proof. But I am sure if you fish around in the groups on Facebook, someone is about to have the screenshot and can verify the same thing I verified to you. Kayla, you're ridiculous. Number one, you don't have this tweet that supposedly is real. And I just proved that by going through all of Donald Trump's Twitter database. On top of everything else, you're believing in a reset that has been promised for over 20 years by people. And it's never, ever taken place, and it's never going to. So, my final tweet to her was, no, you know what you are, Kayla? You are an irrelevant liar. A huge irrelevant parrot without wings that is so gullible that you will believe anything you see. Mark my words, there will be no reset, no RV, There are no secret accounts, and you cannot produce this tweet because you are a liar. Now, under normal circumstances, with people like Kayla, you guys know that I try very hard to make them understand why it is that they've fallen into this. But the reality with Kayla is she doesn't actually even believe this herself, I don't think. See, these people from the IUV website love to come over to my channel when I talk about people like Winston Shrout and Heather Ann Tucci. And over the last 2 weeks, there have been 3 or 4 videos up about those people. So this has been something that's been going on for the last couple of weeks pretty heavily. You'll notice a few things. One of those things is that when you look at this particular comment, you're going to notice everywhere that she says, I am, I and AM are stuck together. See? I and AM. It isn't even like, and that's everywhere. I mean, that's all over the place. You guys can go and actually take a look at this conversation, and you can see that the I am right here is everywhere. It's everywhere. That tells me that she is one of the ascension people, one of the new age, you know, one of these new age people that likes the religion that claims that they are their own gods. She's one of these people. Which the IUV people, absolutely, that's what they're into. So that tells me that's for sure where she's at. She's also talking about this RV rolling out and how it's being done in phases, and the fact that there's going to be a financial reset with global prosperity packages. Okay, so now again, we are absolutely talking about people that are within the same grouping. So chances are this person is 100% a troll. So I don't feel sorry for them. And when I say that they are a liar, it's because they are a liar. They completely lied with regards to their cousins having access to these accounts. They completely lied with regards to the fact that there was some presidential tweet with regards to the TDA accounts that was not a part of this 2017 tweet that was already proven false, that she completely either just ignored or was trying to make a claim that there was another one. Regardless, it makes no difference to me because Kayla wins the Dumbass Award for the week of Crazy Comments. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know what you think of the Crazy Comment videos. This is kind of a replacement for Crazy Train Fridays. I'm not sure how many of you would like for Crazy Train Fridays to come back. If you would like to talk about bringing Crazy Train Fridays back, which was kind of our comedy break at the end of the week every Friday, please let me know in the comment section. And of course, as always, if you guys would like to discuss anything more privately without everybody being able to witness it also, you're welcome to email me at virgotriad@protonmail.com. If there isn't any additional breaking news this week, I will be taking a break for the weekend and I'll be back next week with you guys. If there is, then obviously I'll be posting it. You guys take care and have a good weekend. Bye-bye.